Good day, everybody, from Tuam Cemetery here in County Galway, in the west of Ireland. So I'm going to take you for a walk around this lovely cemetery here, show you some very old and also new graves also as well. Hi, Tom's daughter. Hope you're keeping well. Kells bells. Right, so we'll go for a walk around and have a look. Hi, John. There's some lovely old graves. There's an old section here in the cemetery, and there's also a very new area down there, and very elaborate graves, very expensive graves. So there's a few people have been asking me about some of the graves, how much they cost to erect. This is a lovely old one here. Hi, Dorothy. This is a lovely old one here with the lovely railing around it. Ellen Costello, who died in 1888, aged, looks like 15 years old. Hi, Fairground Fun Days. Hi, Matt. So there's a couple of old ones, but just down over there I want to take you. And I don't know, guys, if the coverage is any good or not. And if it's any good, give me a thumbs up, or if the picture's not great, I was thinking of maybe just doing a video. I was thinking of doing a video instead if the picture is not any good, because I don't want to ruin the video and the live. Hi, Nadia. Hi, Raoul. Good morning. Good day from Ireland. The oldest burial grounds in Ireland and cemetery.
Carlo.
We found an old grave in Carlow, 1622, so there is some very old ones around. Video's good, says Kells Bells. That's okay. Now the weather's shining today, the sun is out. So for today I'm going to take you over and have a look at one or two of the old ones. Now there's not many to see here in the old section. To me, they're all kind of Celtic crosses and they're much the same. This is Jack Emerson, who died in 1905, and he was only 22 years old. And we know by these ones here, hi Nancy, we know by these ones here, and Joan, welcome. We know by these ones here that they're pillars, half pillars, where the life was cut short, very young. And as it says on it, they're only 22 years old. Thanks, Dorothy. Hi, Grave Visitation, Serenity Sue. This is Ben. Hi, Ben. Serenity Sue is with me here today. We're in Tuam, County Galway. And I was at a funeral yesterday of a friend of our family who passed away, unfortunately, and it was a sad day. And we were up around Tuam today doing some videos. And Galway and Sue is doing a video also. And there's Serenity Sue and Ollie with his Liverpool gear on. Say hello, Ollie.
Hi.
Look at this one here. It's just a cross with a love heart on it here. Very plain, but nice looking also. Now it is rusting and I don't see any names on it, unfortunately. So Kel Bell said hi, Ollie. Now, guys, I'm going to show you some graves here, and these are absolutely gorgeous, these graves. I've never seen graves like these, and they're just amazing. Hi Karen, community, and I'm sure you all know the travelling community, and these are their loved ones who are buried. Hi Raoul, they're buried here, and you can just see by looking at these, they're smothered with flowers, pictures. Hi Gravetales, flowers, pictures, monuments, and everything on them, and they're gorgeous. And you'll just see a picture at the foot of the grave here. The man that's interred. Hi, Jordan is here. Hi Jordan. You can just see some of the photos on them there, they're gorgeous. Hi Jonos. And look at all the family, the people who have passed away. And you can see all the woman with the dog there. All the family, the husband and the wife. Mama and Papa Smurf, it says on this. Look at that. And this is Ellen McDonough, who died the 14th of October 2021. And you know, I've said before, these people really look after their family members' graves, and I mean, they're so elaborate, but absolutely stunning to see. We have more here. We have a little bench with the family name Conroy on it, and it's all marble. All this floor area here and everything is marble. Statues, horses, and little gateway there. Look at this. It looks like copper maybe, or bronze. Angel statue, and there's two on either side of the grave here. Look at that. And here are the marble monuments. There's a spanner here. There's a packet of cigarettes. It says Mayfair Original 20 cigarettes. And you have a phone. And our coverage is cutting out, guys, here, so I'll do my best to move around. Horses and stuff, but just look at that headstone. It's a massive headstone. Absolutely beautiful. From Michael Gerard Conroy, who died on the 19th of March 2020. And he was only 47 years old. But look at that for a headstone. Absolutely stunning. And we have another beautiful grave here of a young man. And those colours, just look at all those colours, and the white picket fence that surrounds it. And all family photos. You see the two guys, R.I.P. Martin, sunglasses on. Beautiful pictures, family photos. And it says Dad's Chocolate Bar. It says there. Absolutely amazing, these graves. We have a little baby's grave here, and it's sad to see the baby's graves. This is Katie Marie Bridget Ward, who was born and died on the 3rd of November 2012. And she has all her writing in pink on the headstone. And all those little marble teddy bears on the grave. And I'll try and go over and see, can I see, get a bit closer to the little baby. And that's actually a death photo of the poor little baby that was only 1 day old. So sad. These are very elaborate grave tales. They are really elaborate. And here we have another one. No problem, pinned on places. Hi, Dorothy Fisher. Now, this is a young girl that died very young at this grave here. You can see it. Beautiful monuments on it. Beautiful statues. And she was only a young girl. Look at that. Jesus, I trust in you. And this is the final resting place here of Sharon, it looks like, Sweeney, who was only 19 years old when she passed away in 2010. And you can just see Sharon's photograph in there. And those monuments on her grave. Absolutely gorgeous. And a photograph. If I can get over the other side, I'll show you a photograph of Sharon. And that's a photograph there of Sharon. Beautiful young girl, only 19 years old. A princess. Sorry guys, my camera got caught there. And now I just want to show you on the back of this headstone over here. It's a popular thing here in Ireland to do also, is have the family crest on the back of the headstone. You can see the name Conroy on this. And that's the family crest. And it's lovely to see the family crest on it. Hi Alcom. Liz. Anybody, Susan, Dawson. Sorry if I missed anyone. I'm trying to watch my way going around. Now, this is another one here. We've looked at that already. There's a little baby's one here. See the little white picket fence. Baby McDonough. It says little teddies on it. Gone to the angels. Rest in peace. Little baby. So these are the travelling community, as I was saying. I suppose in America or other parts of the world, they would be called gypsies in some places. 1989, age 63. And a lot of these Celtic cross ones and that have lovely photos on them. They're lovely. Graves. The white picket fences, certain Eddie, are lovely, yeah, to see. And a lot of them here, they leave balloons on them as well, which is lovely. Just want to show you one over here. This is the grave here of Martin Ward, who died in 2019. Martin Ward, who died in 1985, died at 6 weeks old only. Beautiful grave. Hi Joan Joyce, or Bice, sorry. Joan Bice. Lovely flowers in it. Picture of Jesus there. So guys, I'm going to move down to a different area because there's family here today and they're paying their respects and I don't want to interfere with them also. But I'll just show you this one. Ellen Marie. Beautiful headstone as well. The angels. So I hope the coverage is holding up, guys. And you can see, and there we see the family crest again on this ward. Whispers from the dark, hello, how are you? So we're just up in Tuam today. Serenity Sue was doing a video in Tuam. A good video, so now it says my coverage is coming and going, guys, so I'm not sure now. You know, there's times when I go into a cemetery and it tells me I have full bars, and then when I do a live, for some strange reason, it kind of comes and goes. So. Small baby's grave here, Ellen Teresa, who died in July 1975, aged 2 months. And a lovely little photo here. It's a little baby. A love heart plaque. And look at this one with the 2 angels either side. Martin McDonough, who died in 1935. Age 65, his wife Ellen died in 1950. And their grandsons Michael, 1961, age 15 years old. James died in 1979, aged 22 years old. Beautiful final resting place with those angels either side. Now there's a lovely grave over here. As I was saying, there's people, young people over there visiting their loved ones today, so I don't like to interfere in the area. Now this is a beautiful little grave here with the purple stones in it. And it says, Jesus called a little child, Kenneth Ward, born and died the 10th of April 1984. Our little boy, you are our pride and joy, now forever, out of harm. A sweet little angel in God's arms. And it's a lovely teddy bear. It's a lovely teddy bear headstone for the small children. Now I'm hoping to get in. There's some works going on here today, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to see much, and there's people around. She was born, on the 10th of June 1943 and died 24th of September the same year. And a lovely little angel on it. Grave. Nadia, thanks for coming in, and take it easy. Another baby here, aged 5 weeks, died in 1938. Small little tiny grave. And it looks like that these are all the baby sections here. All these tiny little graves. All those little teddies on it and ornaments and stuff. A little elephant. Beautiful little graves for all the infants. It looks like that this one here is a Benjamin Franciscek, which I would imagine is Eastern European. The name on this, born in March 2015. Born on the 18th of March and died on the 18th of March. So baby died on the same day, which is sad to see. Hi, Kathy Myers. Welcome. Now, there's a train on this. This grave is Veronica Tierney, who died on the 4th of April 1995, aged 66. Someone has left stones here, and there's a photograph of Veronica just down here. But somebody has painted lovely pictures on the stones. You can see a train on this one. So I'm going to show you a section down here, and I hope the coverage holds up. There's some very elaborate headstones in this newer part of the cemetery. Down here, guys. I'll just give you an idea of that one over the wall there, with all that statues in it. Some beautiful graves. They are unique, Susan. Very unique. And a lot of money spent on them, I'd imagine, also. Very expensive. Now that's the people put all their general waste there from graves, which is nice to see that everything is kept very tidy in one area of the cemetery. And look at this grave site here with these flowers and the purple stones. Winnie Mongan, who died in 1998, her infant son, who was born and died in 1976. Infant granddaughter. There's a lot of infants there, but look at that for another grave. Isn't that gorgeous? With those purple stones and the flowers on it. Super graves. Very elaborate. Expensive. And you know, these people spend a lot of money on their loved ones, which I think is not a problem. You know, that's entirely up to the person that's, you know, doing the grave and who wants to spend that type of money on headstones, which is no problem, because that's their family member, and I'm sure that's what they would have wanted. There's lovely angels on this. The Ward family, Pauline Ward, it says, who died the 18th of November 1989, aged only 7 months. The little angels. Hi Maureen, Mo's here. How you doing? Hope you're well. And that's little Pauline, who was only 7 months old. And it's kind of hard to see with the damp inside, or the weather. The wet has got inside of the picture. Now, some more beautiful ones here. Now these ones have lovely statues, as you can see on them. Look at these bronze statues. Mo with $20 super chat. Mo, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And we travelled here today, as I was saying, to do some videos, which is about maybe, I'd say it's about an hour from, I'm actually down visiting my mom for 2 or 3 days. We were at a funeral yesterday, and so I said I'd come over this side of the west of Ireland and see some graves today. Isn't that gorgeous, that angel with the wings? And I'm not sure what's that made of now. It could be tin or copper, I'm not sure. It's very light though. But isn't it beautiful with the rosary beads on it? Mo, thank you so much. You're also a member of the channel and a great supporter of myself and Sue, and everyone else that supports us also. is greatly appreciated. Now look at this grave here with the monuments on it. Another super grave. And there's a pint of Guinness on this one. You can see the pint of Guinness, which is a very typical Irish thing to see on a grave. It's lovely. The pint of Guinness. And a sewing machine. A Singer sewing machine made from marble. And all these wonderful flowers here for the Ward family. And you can see their photographs on it. It's buffer now, Cathy's, yeah, because I'm down in a low area here in the cemetery, so maybe it's buffering. It's a pint of Guinness, I think I saw, Maureen. Now, isn't this lovely? It's a little horse and a cart on this grave. And then over the other side you have a little van. So I'm sure the person had a van. And it's another traveller's grave. And there we see a bottle of Bailey's on it. Not a real bottle of Bailey's, but it's made from marble. Big Paddy, it says. The original Bailey's. And you have the plaque with the Guinness there again. And some photographs. Some beautiful graves. Now if it's buffering, guys, I could finish up soon and maybe try and video some of these for you instead. So maybe you'd be better off to have them videoed. But they're lovely graves. And I don't know if the picture's okay, guys. You can let me know what the picture's like. You can just tell me. To see. It's good, says Tom's. Thanks, Tom's. Guinness is beer. Guinness is actually a stout, a draft stout. Guinness. Like Budweiser and stuff would be beer. Now, I don't know much about. I don't drink myself. These are lovely graves. They're so full with colour and plaques and marble and this Celtic cross here. It's really nice. There's another little grave here. You know me now, I love the ones with the angels. And this little plot here. Old. And a lovely little angel on it. So guys, I'm going to try to move up to a different area because I think I'm down so low here in the cemetery that the coverage is not going to keep up. So I might go back up this direction. Such a beautiful headstones and cemeteries, says Susan. The baby section was very moving, such sad graves. Now, Sue, do you want to talk to them about anything your video now? Sue is here and I just want to see, does she want anything to say anything about your video? Or do you want to keep it?
Yeah, so I suppose where we are now, guys, it's Tuam, and a few years ago there was the Tuam baby scandal. So I've covered the story here and I've gone to the area where the babies were found and their skeletal remains, and yeah, it was kind of very, very emotional video. And so as soon as I have it edited, I'll pop it up. The actual memorial garden and the area itself is not too far away from where we are now.
Yeah, so that's the video that will be coming up from Sue. Now this is a lovely headstone. Tom Naughton, who died the 19th of February 1973, aged only 37. And there's a photograph of Tom. An old photograph of Tom there, who died in 1973. Yeah, Liz, there seems to be just one kind of section in the cemetery for the travelling community, different family members from the travelling community. But they really they go all out with the headstones, and it's lovely to see, and they're well looked after as well. Lovely angels here again on this. In loving memory, it says, who died in 1973, and their brother Martin, Francis Martin, who died in 2001, and the lovely angels on it. Thanks, Susan. He was a very good friend of the family's for 40 years, and I would class him as like a father to me, who passed away, and he's going to be sadly missed, but he wasn't well. I think he's at peace now. He's at peace now. The grounds are well kept and the graves are well kept. And it's very, very sad. I was speaking to a woman only earlier there. I was walking around talking to a woman at one of the graves, because you know what I'm like. If I meet people in cemeteries, I have this thing where people talk to me and I just start talking to people, and you know, we talk about everything and anything really in life. And the woman was telling me she was there with two small children. Her husband only passed away 3 months ago and died tragically. He had an accident at work and he fell off a roof at work and died. He was only 40 years old, and his grave was absolutely gorgeous. It was covered in Liverpool stuff, Liverpool Football Club and all that kind of stuff. So I was talking to her for nearly a half an hour at the grave, and talking about, you know, I suppose life, and she was talking about her husband, what kind of a man he was and stuff like that. And you know, that's part of me on this channel is, you know, I video cemeteries and stuff like that, but I also like to communicate with people at times. You know, I meet people in cemeteries. I met a woman in Dublin, and I was talking to her. Her son and daughter were buried. She was cleaning their grave. And, you know, myself and Sue, we always interact. Not always, but at times we interact with other people, you know, and it's nice to hear different stories of different people and stuff. Now, guys, this one is very interesting, and I hope you can see this with the coverage if it's okay. In memory of Jim Sire, September the 30th, 1939, he was born, and he died in September the 6th, 2003. And just there it says, an American journalist who loved tuam and its people, it says. And there's a photograph of Jim. So I don't know, has anybody heard of the name Jim Sire? It says an American journalist who loved the tuam people. So that's one I'll have to look into. If anybody can find out any information on Jim Sire. Yeah, Karen, you know, I suppose I'm that type of person anyway, you know. I'm that type of a talkative person. I talk a lot, and maybe I talk too much sometimes, but it's not a bad thing. You know, I'm never afraid to speak to anybody. You know, people open up to me and I talk back to them, and we share stories from both of our lives and stuff like that, you know. And I suppose it's life, you know. And maybe some of these people that are at the graves like to meet somebody maybe to talk, and, you know, they might feel better. when they talk to somebody. I've met people at cemeteries and I've spoken to them, and they always say to me, thank you for speaking with me. I feel a bit better now from speaking with you. And it's like, you understand these people really and what they're going through in life. And it's not easy. But now this is beautiful as well. It's a lovely grave here of John Mongan, who died the 24th of July 1974, aged 44 years. His mother Winifred died in 1980. And there's another lovely Celtic cross grave with those beautiful angels. And a woman just drove past me there in a car. And so guys, I'm going to go back up this way, and I won't stay too much longer because I want to go to another location today. I just wanted to show you a couple of those very elaborate and moving headstones from, I suppose, infants are buried there, and it's cloudy and windy in Scotland, says Karen. Different people from all walks of life who are buried here in the cemetery in Tuam. But for me, coming to these cemeteries, and it's not the highlight for me to see the headstones really, but for me, I think the highlight for me would be to interact with somebody in the cemetery, like loved ones, and maybe hear their stories of their loved ones that passed away. Now, isn't this unusual though? This one here is lovely with the red stone in it. Look at that. It's a big rock that's made for a headstone. I'm just going to see, can I see what name is in it and read it. John P. O'Carroll, born in County Tipperary in 1941 and died in Salt Hill in Galway in 2003. With that red stone, isn't that beautiful? And it's just a plain stone, very interesting and different. It's different, but it's very nice to see. Serenity Sue's in the chat as well. We're here together today. And Ollie, little Ollie's here. So while the weather is fine, and Sue will have a video coming up, guys and girls, which will be very interesting to watch, about the Tuam baby scandal and all those poor little babies that unfortunately who were buried underneath the ground in the convent. And it's so sad to see. I was over there earlier today looking at the memorial for it. It's very sad to see. And it should have never happened. And the Catholic Church really has a lot to answer to. There's that purple stone. Isn't that just gorgeous? I love that purple colour. It really stands out. This is Mary McDonough's grave here. And you can see here, guys, the gypsy plaque in loving memory of our dear mother. You can see Our Lady. But there you see the horse, the pony, and the old wagon that the gypsies used to travel from area to area in, which is gorgeous. The purple is gorgeous, yeah. It's different. I don't really see many with purple on them. But as I was saying, about the tuam scandal with the babies. And I don't know, but I don't think even the President of Ireland or anybody has come down to that memorial site. And it needs to be talked about, and it needs to be told the story about it more. And you know, it's not been talked about enough, and a lot of stuff was brushed under the carpet. Now here we have a headstone in the shape of a shamrock in loving memory of Patrick Gibbons, who died the 27th of January 1976, and his wife Elizabeth is buried here also, who died in 1980. Isn't that a lovely shamrock shaped headstone? A typical Irish headstone. And Brian, who died in September 2011. And there's a photo of Peter Harold Gibbons there with glasses on. No, they probably never will, is right, Tom's. You know. Now I'm just going to show you over the wall here. This is where all the waste goes for the cemetery. You can see all the lovely pink teddy bears. That's where people put the waste, so the cemetery is kept very clean. And all the teddy bears and stuff that are left over that might be old or whatever are all put in one area there. Hi Sally, always enjoyed the live cemetery walks. A shamrock headstone, nice to see. Welcome in, Sally. Yeah, the sun is shining today in the west of Ireland, so we're lucky with the weather. And she said we'd go for a little stroll around the cemetery here in Tuam, County Galway, to show you. Now there's a man at work there, so I don't know if I can show you much. I'll try and show you as much as I can, guys, because I don't want to be bumping into people really. So I'll show you a couple of more here, and we'll hit the road then. We have another few places to go. Now there's this one down here I want to show you, and I hope the coverage keeps up because I'm in a kind of a dip. But you can see that one there with all the monuments on it. It's really nice. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And it's a young man's grave who's buried there. He's another young travelling guy from the travelling community who died. But look at that, with the angels in it. Isn't it gorgeous? Edward Ward, who was only 24 years old, died in 2007. But that's what I was talking about, you know, they really make these graves so elaborate and gorgeous, with all the marble on them. And the angels. Look at that. Beautiful. So I'm going to bring you down this direction here, guys. Just show you a few more before I go. Bernard Joe Brady died 2007. Angels all around, Cathy, yeah. That's for sure. I'll show you this one here now as well. This is a young travelling man that died as well. Bernard Mongan. See his picture there. And Bernard was only 21 years old when he died. Some lovely graves here. There's another beautiful one down here, and you can see the gates of heaven on it. The Mongan is an Irish name, Cathy, yeah. You see the gates of heaven here at the bottom, and the angels on this one again. Look at all that marble. It's the Ward family grave also. little angels on it. Young girl's grave here. Sarah Rose, who died in 2011. And all those lovely butterflies on it. And it looks like she was a dancer or she was a cheerleader. The photograph there looks like she was a cheerleader. Young woman. I'm not sure, Maureen, how old the cemetery is, but there is an older section on the cemetery. Another little baby's grave there, unfortunately. Small baby. See all the little teddies and everything there. There's another grave here. Big bucks more, yeah. Spend a lot of money on the graves in Ireland. It could cost. I've come across graves that cost maybe €100,000 or more for them. Like Bridget Mongan died in 2014 and her husband Paddy died in 2018. Lovely photographs of them there. All this area here is, there's that purple stone again, is gorgeous. Seamus P. O'Mahan with the teddy bear in the middle and the Celtic cross. 100k toms, yeah. That's what some of them cost, maybe more even. I think there was a travelling man recently there, or in the last year maybe, who was buried, I think, in Sheffield in England. And he was from Ireland. You can just see the mobility scooter here in the bottom of this. And the oxygen tank. So you have an oxygen tank and a mobility scooter. So I'd imagine that this person wasn't well and was ill when you see an oxygen tank and the mobility scooter. Kathleen, who died at 65 years of age in 2014. Lovely photos here. Sorry guys. Lovely photos here. So what I need to do, guys, one thing I need to do actually is get a different microphone. A wireless microphone. Sue has one and I think they're amazing. I see her using them. So I want to get a wireless microphone because the ones with the wires are just very, very awkward. And I don't find them anyway helpful, to be honest. The weather is beautiful today in the west of Ireland. Anne Ryan, born 1960, it says sunrise, sunset 2015. Yeah, so the mic is back in, guys. I lost the mic. So it's good to go again. Now this one is lovely. Seamus Sweeney died the 26th of April 2015, aged 70. And you see the potted little trees either side. Another lovely headstone there with the flowers on it. So this is the end of the graveyard down here, or the cemetery, down the very end. And I like these little seats. They're here for people to sit down and maybe speak to their loved ones and say a few prayers. The leaves may fall, it says, the sun may set, but we who loved you will never forget. And it's a little marble bench with wings on it and a love heart. The bench is so that's the bench and that, and this is the grave here then, connected to the bench. And you see all those marble plaques, monuments, angels. You see the gates of heaven here, the doors with the flowers on it, and a picture of Mary just there. Hi, my mother Spark. Having a good day, thanks. We're just in the west of Ireland here, and doing a little walk to show you a couple of the headstones here in Ireland. And there's one over there I'm going to look at before I go. I think it's an army person. So we have to pay our respects to the people who served for our country. Now, I've done a video earlier in a little village in Galway today, so look out for that one as well, guys. It's one to look out for. It's an old abandoned Church of Ireland church, and a few graves in the graveyard. Here we have a musical grave here. It looks like Wojciech Schick, born the 24th of April 1976 and died the 2nd of May 2017. You can see all the musical notes. So I'm presuming Wojciech was Eastern European also. I'm not sure now if Wojciech could be from Poland or the Czech Republic or some part of Europe like that, who obviously lived in Ireland here. And another young man here, Krzysztof Marius, born in 1974 and died in 2017. A young man, Krzysztof, George. So these are the Eastern European sections here. The people from maybe Poland or Czech Republic are buried here, some of them. Now you see the fake grass on this one is nice. In loving memory of Sergeant Liam Ainsworth, 13th of HY, if anyone knows what that means, Mortar Battalion, 5th Tuam, died 2019, so thank you for your service, Sergeant Liam Ainsworth. So on that note, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up. And I said I'd come on. And for anybody who missed the live video, for anybody that missed the live video, give it a thumbs up, guys. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And we have some very interesting videos coming up with me, grave visitations and Serenity Sue. So thank you all for coming in, and thank you for anyone who donated and anybody who's joined the channel also as a member, and to everyone else that came in also, thank you for watching the video. And if you haven't seen the video yet, make sure to watch it and share the video if you want. And thank you everybody for coming in. Thank you to all the mods who are on our channels also. You do a great job. And I'll see you soon, guys, and thanks for coming in.